There's zebra butts on my computer screen.
I don't know why he's offended by that, but there's zebra butts on the computer screen. Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows. It is the 17th. It's a Friday. It's been a week. So today we got up. Because that's what we do every morning. We had a pretty good night. We did have a seizure, but it was a good night. If you watched our video last night, you know we've been dealing with a lot of them. So today was actually a really good day. So we slept well. We got up this morning and had something for breakfast. Eggs and vegetables. We had other options that we were thinking of, but we had a Walmart pickup today. So we were too low on milk to have a couple things we wanted. We didn't have enough cornmeal to have something we wanted. So we... He's doing that trying to get the camera. So anyway, so we had eggs and vegetables with peanut butter that they dipped in. So we did that, and then Mark and Josiah went on a walk. Yeah, they did. Yep, they did. This little guy tried to get into everything today. He has learned to push around a box to get to things that he wants to get to. So, like, he'll push a box over to the couch and then hold on to the couch. And also, where are you going? Okay, he's diving. And then also, what was the other thing I was going to say about him? He's trying to eat everything, so we got to make sure stuff stays off the floor. And he's been doing a lot of sitting on his knees, so not holding on to anything, but sitting on his knees. So we definitely have some new movements going on. And he now creeps on hands and knees. So crawling, we found this out because of the therapy with Josiah. Crawling is when you do your, like on your belly, like an army crawl. And creeping is like a lion crept through the grass, so it's on your hands and knees. And so he's now on his hands and knees.
I've never seen a lion on his knees.
He looks okay.
Or at least
He's
not
fine.
falling on his knees.
Okay, so anyway, I just turned on the camera for Josiah. So we had today, I should probably turn that down. Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay, so we did that. We did Bible today. I did a little bit of school with the kids this morning. I know, I see you. I did a little school with the kids this morning, and then we did Bible. So for Bible today, we read Judges 17-18. We've been reading through Romans as part of a school thing. Finished Romans the other day, and so the church we're going to has been doing Judges, and they're going to be doing Judges 17 and 18 this week, so we read it. Judges 17 and 18. So the pastor at the church that we've been going to always starts the sermon time by saying that we have to see where this passage is talking about God, man, and God's redemptive plan. We don't know where that is in chapter 17 and 18.
We got the man part down.
We got the man. Everything was the bad stuff that they were doing. It's also like people say, you can find Jesus everywhere in the Bible. You can find the example of the anti-Jesus in this passage because everything they did was wrong. It was one of those times where they had no judge and everyone did what was right in their own eyes.
That happens a lot in Judges.
That happens a lot in Judges. And so in this chapter, there was a guy named Micah, and he stole money from his mama, then told his mama he stole the money, and she was like, yay, let's make an idol. And I bless you so much, let's make an idol. So he made an idol. Then he asked his son to be the priest or some, right? And then there was a Levite from Bethlehem who was like, ooh, I should go find a place where I can be a priest. And so he went, and Micah was like, hey, do you want to come be the priest over my idols? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. So I don't... The Levite was working for all the wrong reasons. He was willing to go wherever somebody was willing to give him some money.
And perform whatever religious duties were asked of him.
Yeah, and
even if they were ungodly.
And he didn't really care. Oh, can I show the picture, Josiah?
Yeah,
Josiah?
I was going to have him show.
Oh, here. Josiah wants to show what he did as part of his school today. He did a drawing video.
So I did a drawing video, and I made a picture of a mama otter snuggling her baby otter.
A mama otter and your baby otter. I love it.
Oh.
Very, very good. Thank you.
Virginia, can you go help
I
her?
like that you
Because
colored
the
it.
is on, but she can't turn the light on.
Uh-oh. More help needed.
Okay. Oh,
More
wait,
assistance
Josiah, come
needed.
back.
Aisle 3.
Hold on, Josiah has to say something else. Josiah also, I forgot to say, so we do math flashcards on the computer, and what did you do yesterday?
I finished extra math,
What part?
multiplication.
multiplication. You did awesome. You were getting some high scores there at the end, and I was like, he's almost done. He's mastered it. Good job. You like math?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Go to bed.
Okay.
So he really likes math, and we've told you that we had a lull in learning because of the medication and stuff we were on, or whatever was going on. But now that we're off the medication, we're having some positive changes in learning. We have not done a certain math workbook since before he had gone into the hospital, and we took that math workbook out today, and he did the problems really quickly. And there was one part that he didn't understand the question, it was asking questions and he didn't understand the question, but the actual math work he totally understood and did it really fast, a lot faster than I thought he was going to. So that was positive. So there's a weird bird outside. Anyway, so yeah, in that story in Judges 17:18, not sure. So the guy who's preaches most Sundays at church, Pastor Phil, isn't going to be there this Sunday, and another guy who doesn't usually preach is preaching. So I don't know why he got stuck with the hard part, but it was definitely very hard.
Are you stuck with the Levite and his concubine?
That's true. That's next week. So
Chapter
Naomi,
19.
hold on, you gotta stop for a second. So Naomi's gonna tell you, because of listening to that chapter, we listened to a sermon today, and she's gonna tell you what it was about.
Okay, we
Oh,
listen.
that's a nice shirt. Jesus is enough.
Go ahead. What is that? Tell me.
Okay, it's from my friend's Adam's Road Ministry. Specifically
None
Hannah,
of their
but
names are Adam.
okay.
They have a hotel. They don't know.
But they write songs, and they're actually on tour right now, singing their songs and sharing their testimonies. More sharing testimony than song, but
Judges 19.
still really good.
Hold on. So
What?
go to the Adams Road. Hold on. Go to the Adams Road website and see if they're at a town near you. They're not near us. The closest one is Pennsylvania. So sorry, we're not coming to see you guys, but they might be near you somewhere. So go
Tell
check them out.
the cows sent you.
Yes.
And they'll hug you.
They're very huggy people. Okay, go ahead, Naomi.
What were we talking about? Oh,
Paris
10
Reed
shekels
High.
and a shirt. We listened to a sermon called 10 shekels and a shirt about the 10 pieces of money that Micah gave to the Levite and to change his clothes
Oh my
and
God.
his food.
The lead
No.
singer.
He doesn't even sing.
Oh,
though.
sorry. The drum guy of Adam's Road.
Okay, anyways, the Micah in the Bible, so the Levite worked for him for 10 pieces of money, a change of clothing, and his food. So the sermon's called 10 shekels and a shirt. It's by Paris Reed, an old guy. I don't even know if I've heard any of his other sermons, but this one's pretty good. But he talks about the Levite and how he wasn't doing what he should have been. He was just going for whoever paid the highest wages. He wasn't actually looking for God's will of where God wanted him. And I'm not sure how he got the rest of it out of...
iniquity.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he got that out
You're talking
of
about
the Levites.
We're talking about humanism.
Oh yes, humanism. And then he went to Africa thinking he was going to tell all these poor heathens about Jesus, and they'd be like, oh, I want to go to heaven. And then he went and realized they were monsters of iniquity, as he says. But people are depraved. That's the point.
Good sermon. Go watch it. What?
Okay, and now she's singing deep.
Hold on, she's got zebra butts in the background and she's singing about Africa. Okay, what do you eat?
in Africa. Leftovers.
Leftover what?
They're sourdough pancakes.
Okay.
And once they get cold, they kind of fall apart when you try to take them apart. Because
Okay.
we didn't put anything between them.
Okay, you eat, you do that. Okay, she's doing that.
Okay, so sourdough pancakes. I've been talking about sourdough. This is one of the recipes of what we use for the discard. So the sourdough that you're not using, but you need to get it out of the container so you can feed your sourdough again. One of them is sourdough pancakes, and they're really yummy. But anyway, we also tried a new recipe for focaccia bread the other day, which came out really good. We've been trying a lot of bread. The focaccia bread was not sourdough. It was just regular bread. So anyway, where were we? Okay, so we did Bible time, and then we had lunch, and Virginia made something for lunch.
Virginia didn't give us any of her insights on Judges 17 and 18.
No, she's supposed to do something else. What were
Oh,
you
she's supposed to do something else.
Oh, she's going to tell you what she did later, because she did another thing later. What'd you have for lunch?
So we did rice, and then we got this cabbage slaw blend thingamajig that Mommy knows about.
Is that right?
Mommy got a
Put that tongue
cabbage
back in your
mix
mouth.
thing from Sam's Club. So it had cabbage and carrots in it. And so I cooked that up with some coconut oil, and then added some hamburger that we had in the fridge. Excuse me. And made a teriyaki sauce. And so that's what we had for lunch. It was yummy, in my opinion.
It was very good. So we had that for lunch, and then after lunch, so we take a rest time every day. So after lunch, we had everybody lay down so I could get Gideon and Malachi to take a nap, and we turned on the Paris Reed Head sermon, so it was playing throughout the house. We're not cool. We don't have like some intercom system or anything. We got this little like wireless speaker that we put in the middle of the house and turned it up loud. So yeah, it's cool. I'm just saying we don't have like an intercom or something.
If you want to buy us an audio system that broadcasts,
Hold on, that speaker was bought for us by one of our viewers.
like you.
We thank you very much. We use it all the time. So
I took it out to the
Jackie
garden.
got it for us.
Yeah.
We use it all the time. Yeah, it goes out to the garden and she listens to things. Today, she was listening, she'll explain in a minute, but she was listening to something while Daddy and I took the rest of the kids on a walk, and all we could hear was a man's voice coming out of the house, and there were no men in the house.
Listen to it with on Bluetooth. She just listened to it on her phone.
No, I put it on Bluetooth.
Oh, you too.
I was gonna say it was very loud, so I thought there was a man.
Mommy
in the
was
house.
like, "There's a man in the house talking." She's like, "I'll kill him." Oh, wait a second, maybe it's a preacher.
Okay, so who were you listening to?
I was listening to Nabil Qureshi, so I started out this morning and then listened
He's
to
a
more
dead
of it.
man.
Guess that's one way to put
Well,
it.
we did listen to old dead guy.
I'm just
But he was a
saying.
young dead guy.
I'm just saying. Yes, he is a young dead guy. I'm just saying we don't listen. Like these people that we're talking about, like Paris Reedhead's an old guy, like old, long time ago. I don't know exactly when he preached the sermon, but it was like a long time ago. Nabil Qureshi, you won't find new sermons by him because if you look at his life, he died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Don't remember what year because we had a miscommunication about that earlier. But he had cancer, but he glorified God to the end, even in the midst of cancer. And it was really neat to see his journey because we were already following him at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, a lot of these people we listen to people who are still preaching right now, and we listen to old sermons and read books by old people like E.M. Bounds that we were talking about earlier. We were talking about we talk about lots of people. So anyway, go back to what you were listening to about Nabil.
So I was listening to Nabil because Nabil was raised Muslim and then became a Christian. And so he was talking about the basic beliefs and practices of Islam. So the 5 pillars, and it was a long thing that I was listening to. So now what he's getting into is the 6 beliefs. So God and Allah and angels, like the unseen, was what he was talking about fairly recently in it. But I haven't finished the talk yet. It was a talk at Biola University. Am I saying that right?
Biola.
Biola, yeah. So that was good to learn more about Islam, just as I want to reach out to people with the gospel, knowing where they're coming from, and so what distinctions need to be made between Islam and the biblical gospel. I don't have any plans to convert to Islam, in case you were wondering.
Just so people know, we homeschool so that we can what was I going to say? Shelter our children so they know nothing about anything except the exact beliefs that we believe in. Like, my children never going to learn about what evolutionists think. We are only going to talk about creationism. We're never going to talk that other people believe stuff other than the God in the Bible who created everything. And
We actually have on our shelf a 500-page book that is entirely quotes from evolutionists.
yeah.
And I have a Quran in the desk of my drawer.
We
And
also
a Book of Mormon and
and
the
a
Jehovah's
Jehovah's
Witness
Witness.
little weird version thing, and some other.
And a Catholic Bible.
And a Catholic Bible.
Yeah, and we regularly invite people who we don't agree with into our house. Virginia actually
'Cause
has
we're not scared.
a little thing going on in her mind of actually having a sit-down conversation with people who don't believe the exact same way she does, that actually believe very opposite of the way she does, so she can learn what they believe.
We
Okay,
invite
YouTube people make this happen.
Okay, YouTube people make this happen. What I was going to say is we invite people in that we don't agree with. I was like, did you see Waylon that was on these videos? That's just teasing. Anyway, but no, so what we want to do, Daddy had this idea, and so I'm trying to make it happen. And so if you can help me, I want to get a group of about 19-year-old around that.
Why? Because you only talk to people who are within a year of your age? Is that why?
Yes. No. So girls about my age who are from different faiths. So like LDS missionaries, that would be that time frame. Muslim, preferably a conservative, if not a liberal as well, but maybe Jehovah's Witness, Jewish, Naomi thinks Scientologist, Roman Catholic, so just a bunch of different people, and sit down and talk about our beliefs and the distinctions between biblical Christianity and many of the other things that we see in our day. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what your teenager's doing on a Friday night.
Yeah. So anyway, she was doing that on Friday afternoon. It wasn't Friday night yet when she was talking about that. So
We watched a
anyway.
movie together last night.
What did I watch?
It was
Oh
after.
yeah. No, I already talked about that. You can talk about it. I
Oh.
talked
Never
about it
mind.
last
It was
night.
a really cool movie from Heart Cry Missionary Society called Great Mercy about the ministry in South Africa. And Mario Manival is down there. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, Mario. I'm sorry. But Mario and the other people at Reformed Community Church, and how the gospel is going forth in a very dark area with gangs and a lot of sin around, but how God's working there. It was really good.
It was really good. I talked
And
about
whoever
it last
did
night.
the videography, great job. That was really cool.
Especially the speeding backwards police car.
Yeah, we still need to know what was going on there.
That was weird. You need to watch the video to see what you're talking about.
Okay, so anyway, that was, so she was listening to Nabil.
Pants.
We then had a very, we were doing Paris Reedhead. You jumped the gun. Okay, we were doing Paris Reedhead, and then there was a very bad thunderstorm that came over us, and the thunderstorm didn't end up being very bad here. We just heard a couple things of thunder, but it was the pressure was really changing and everything, and so it threw Josiah into a loop, and we had about an hour where he was having a bunch of seizures. Nothing terrible, just he couldn't recover well between them because he was having so many. We're talking about you, but you need to lay down. So anyway, I can see him from my bed. I can see him there, and I can see him over there. So anyway, we during the thunderstorm, we kind of just waited it out. We listened to some music to try to do the things. Oh, and then our other teenager was with the other little kids, because Mark and I were both trying to help Josiah get through the storm. So Naomi did something with the other kids.
I helped them do their kiwi crates. They made a kaleidoscope and different kaleidoscope mirrors to.
This video not
cool
sponsored
pictures.
by Kiwi Crate, but could be if the right people were contacted.
Hold on. So while I do this,
This is our YouTube pitch
Naomi,
video.
go find the kiwi crate, the kaleidoscope you made, so we can show it on the thing, because it's really
It was cool.
It's very cool. So then he might want to go walk. So then we then Daddy and I played a game we had gotten the other day. I don't know what it's called, but it's something about the states. And so you had to like name the state or find a picture on the map or find the letters that started the state or something like that. And it was very easy. Malachi didn't quite get it, but he's 2.5. But
Like,
Uriah,
You get to explore it and look at it.
yeah, we did it without the timer because it was our first time playing, but you can do times, so it, like you have to go fast. But so Uriah's 4.5, Abigail is 7, and Josiah is 9, and they were all able to play the game together. They would not have needed our help. It was something that was very self-explanatory. Here comes our kiwi crate.
So they made a kaleidoscope.
Go ahead, you can do it on the side. You might have to put it up towards the light though, so
Okay,
Daddy
hold
can
on.
see
You
through
don't
it.
want it on the light, actually. Where's my lens? Over here.
Here, I can hold this if you get it in
Yep,
the right
go ahead.
spot.
So that's what they made.
So anyway, it's very cool. They made that together. Oh yeah,
It's
you
a
don't
little
want to hold
spinny
it.
thing and a triangular reflective surface.
It was neat. And then they did a kaleidoscope puzzle or
So
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
kaleidoscope puzzle.
Yeah, like they gave you little foam shapes and you had to match the thing on the card, but you had to get the mirror at the right angle and that sort of thing to make it look right.
So she did that with her siblings because she knew that we were having a rough time with Josiah because of the seizures. So that was very nice for her to do that. And then we went outside. No, we made supper. Oh, I started giving baths. That's what it was. Once the storm went away, I started giving people baths and showers. It's Friday night. We try to do Friday or Saturday to get everybody a bath or shower. And because we have a busy day tomorrow, we were working on it tonight. So
What
all
are you
the
doing
all the
tomorrow?
people I had to do. Okay, so tomorrow we have a Revolutionary War encampment we're going to. We went to almost every one last year except for the one that was when your Gideon was born. They had one like the week after Gideon was born, and I wasn't gonna go walk that. But other than that, we went to every one. It was really fun. So we're going to go back to that this year. This is the first one for the year. And then also tomorrow night is the summer solstice. So we don't celebrate summer solstice, but there is a big event in the town next door to us where they close off the street and they bring all these food trucks in, and there's live like entertainment on the streets and everything. So we go and pass out tracts. Maybe we'll sing some songs. I'm not really sure, but we're going to go out. So anyone who's watching this video that is in the local area, the road is closed from 3 to 7. We're going to go down like 4 to 6-ish. So if you want to come, let us know. And so we gave all the baths. Then we had supper, the girls finished making because I was doing the baths, but we had taco salads. So we had lettuce and tomatoes with meat and beans on top, some corn chips, guacamole, and salsa.
And our little tiny Walmart today, we went for Walmart
Oh
pickup,
yeah, Walmart pickup.
and they have 9 spots, and I had to wait in line to get a spot for pickup. And then when I left, people were like parked in the road waiting to get in.
But you said there was a problem with the app too, right?
Yeah.
So there was a problem with the app when you tried to check in, and also we had the really big storm, which they were telling us, like, we don't have tornadoes and stuff around here, but it was the closest we have to like a big storm shelter. Like, it was telling us to shelter in place. So
Closest to get to a storm in the spring.
yeah, I'm not
A
trying.
1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind.
Yes, I'm not trying to say it's as bad as a tornado because we've also been near those, so I know how scary those are. I'm just saying, I think probably people had put off going to get their Walmart orders knowing the storm was coming through, because she went after that.
You don't want to get hit with 1-inch hail if you couldn't
No,
make an hour.
if you can avoid it, yeah. So anyway, so she went and did that. We had supper, which one of the things we've realized is you don't need to put cheese on tacos. I know that sounds crazy, and we really do like cheese, but cheese is expensive, and we've had, because of Josiah and needing to eat differently, we cut out cheese for a while, and we realized there's a lot of stuff we put cheese on just because we always took cheese out of the fridge. So they're still good. I mean, they'd be good with cheese too, but and what was the other thing? So we did that, and then we went out for a walk. We finally saw my mom because my mom was on call tonight. She lives back there in that little house, but she works at the local hospital, and she got called. She left work to come home, and about 3 minutes from leaving the hospital, she got a call saying she had to come back in. So we didn't see her till this evening for just a short amount of time. So we walked, we came back in, and we read a couple library books, one of them being some Maine curiosities. So that's just kind of been fun learning about us. We didn't find out until today that there is a large Land Rover refurbishing place in the town next to us that makes like $250,000 Land Rovers.
Yeah.
Like, they don't make the Land Rovers, they take them apart and make them nice.
The Defender 90s
Yes,
specifically.
the Defender 90s. So
That's their
we didn't know that
World
until today
famous specialty,
when we
I
read
guess.
this thing. So it was kind of interesting. And so we read that, and then we put people towards bed. Naomi read them Shoe Fly Girl. Naomi at one point also put together rice pudding that we're going to have for breakfast. We've never had it before, but the kids all thought it sounded interesting. So we're going to try that tomorrow. And now there's kids still sitting up and reading or in bed. I'm not really sure, but we're going to go to bed. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. So we will see you guys next time on Hurting Little Cows to the Glory of God.